Hello everyone, ito na naman po ang inyong kapangarap at ang i-share ko naman po sa inyo ngayon ay about dito sa 12 type of New Zealand work visas dito sa New Zealand. Alam ko po na marami po ang hindi nakakaalam dito dahil syempre ang alam po lang natin ay yung AEWB o Accredited Employers Work Visa, Working Holiday Visa, mga ganyan, yung mga Essential Work Visa, mga ganun dati. At ito po yung isi-share ko sa inyo, itong 12 types of New Zealand work visas dito sa New Zealand. Kasi alam naman po natin na alam nyo naman na ang New Zealand ay one of the strong and thriving economy dito sa buong mundo. Which means that there is lots of opportunities for job seekers around the world. And especially for us Filipino guys at and New Zealand offers a high standard of living across various sectors like agriculture, tourism, technology, healthcare, and education, mga ganyan. In fact, there is a demand for skilled professionals in specific industries, making it easier for a qualified individual to find a work. So if you're considering working in New Zealand, you can look forward to a stable economy, a great lifestyle, at syempre pang mahabang opportunity ang New Zealand. And this is the list of 12 types of work visas in New Zealand. At pwede kayong mamili dito depende sa visa na para sa skills and experience nyo or your profession. Ang number 1 po ay yung the Accredited Employer Work Visas. This visas is if you have received a job offer from accredited employers, then you are eligible to apply for an accredited employer's work visa. To qualify for this visa, the employer must have offered you a minimum of 30 hours a week ng pagtatrabaho. And the duration of your visa for this ay nakadepende sa rate ng iyong salary. If you are paid at or above sa medium wage ng New Zealand, which is 29.66 per hour sa ngayon, your visa will be valid for up to 3 years. Pero pag ang sahod mo ay below the median wage, ay you just get a 2 years visa. And for this visa, you are also able to support your partner as well as a visitor or a student visas for your dependent children. However, you can only support your dependent child or visitors or student visa if you earn a minimum of $43,323 per year. And this visa allows you to study for up to 3 months within any 1-year period. Yun po yung Accredited Employers Work Visa. And number 2 po yung New Zealand Diplomatic Visa. You can apply for this visa if you are a domestic worker for diplomatic, consular, or official staff posted in New Zealand. And your application for this visa must be supported by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade. At pag ang visa mo ay ma-approve, then you can work as domestic worker for your employer. At ang validity ng visa mo dito ay depende sa posting ng iyong employer. Ayun po yung New Zealand Diplomatic Visa. Number 3 po yung Entertainers Work Visa. This visa allows you to work in the video, film, or production industry in New Zealand. Para ma-qualify ka for this visa ay dapat may particular kang skills and experience that the entertainment industry of New Zealand lacks. Besides the identity, health, and character requirements, you must have offer of entertainment work to apply for this visa. Ayun po yung Entertainers Work Visa. At number 4 po natin, yung Long-Term Skill Shortage List Visa. You can apply for this visa if you have worked for more than 2 years in New Zealand with a long-term work visa. And you must be in New Zealand when you apply for this visa. Ayun po. And when you are a granted residence, you can work and study hanggat gusto mo. At para ma-qualify ka naman sa isa bisang ito ay dapat may ongoing kang full-time employment in occupational that was listed sa LTSSL o Long-Term Skill Shortage List. Ayun po yung Long-Term Skill Shortage List Visa. Number 5 man po ay yung Post-Study Work Visa. Ang visa ito ay enables you to work in New Zealand for 3 years. Pag currently mo lang natapos yung study mo dito sa New Zealand, and it provides an opportunity to gain valuable work experience in field of study which can enhance your resume and increase your employment prospects. At pwede ka rin mag-work sa kahit anong trabaho if you have a degree or level 7 or above the qualification. Pero pag ang qualification mo ay non-degree level 7 or below, you can just work in a job that is related what you studied. Ayun po yung post-study work visa. At isang beses ka lang pwede mag-apply sa bisang ito, guys. In this visa, you can apply the knowledge and skills you gain during your studies in practical work environment. Ayun po yung post-study work visa. And number 6 po natin, in your recognized seasonal employer limited visa. Itong recognized seasonal employer limited visa, with this visa, you can work in viticulture and horticulture to plant, maintain, harvest, and pack crops. Ayun po, at para ma-qualify ka sa bisang ito, ay dapat may job offer ka from a recognized seasonal employer or RSE kung tawagin, yung recognized seasonal employer. And the medical insurance, dapat may medical insurance ka rin. You can apply if you are from eligible Pacific nation. Ayun lang po. And the Philippines is not on the list. Ayun po, hindi po nasa listahan para sa recognized seasonal employer limited visa. Kaya hindi po tayo qualified dito na mga Pilipino. At ito yung na-explain ko na about sa fruit picking jobs. Ayun po, at the Pacific nations po yung eligible for this visa. Kaya yung mga Fiji, ganon, Kiribati, Nauru, Palau, Papua New Guinea, yan po yung mga qualified na mga island o Pacific island. At number 7 naman po natin ay yung specific purpose work visa. Itong specific purpose work visa, this visa allows you to visit New Zealand for a particular reason or objectives. Dapat meron kang flexibility to remain in the country for the duration required to fulfill your specific purpose. Ayun po, it is necessary to demonstrate the specific time frame needed to complete your purpose or participate in an event. And you must provide evidence of adequate financial resources to support your stay in New Zealand. Ayun po, mayroon po palang itong financial resources dapat covering expenses related to your sustain and accommodation in New Zealand. At number 8 naman po natin, yung supplementary seasonal employment work visa. Itong supplementary seasonal employment work visa ay pwede ka rin mag-apply sa bisang ito if you are already in New Zealand on as a student or a visitor's visa. Ayun po pala. Ito pala yung mga naka-visitors visa ay pwede rin po palang mag-apply dito sa supplementary seasonal employment work visa. And want to do seasonal work in the horticulture or viticulture industry. At ang age qualification ay at least 18 years old or older. Ayun po yung qualification dito sa supplementary seasonal employment work visa. Another option ito sa inyo dahil nandito na kayo sa New Zealand, yung mga naka-visitors visa or naka-student visa, inyo must prove that you have a job offer from an eligible employer and you are permitted to engage in tasks such as planting, maintaining, harvesting, or packing crops, mga ganyan, for a maximum of 6 months. Yun, maximum of 6 months lang po sa pag-start ng visa mo na ito. And this visa allows you to have the opportunity to undertake additional studies as long as the combined studies duration does not exceed 3 months within a 12 months period. Ayun po yung supplementary seasonal employment work visa. At number 9 naman po natin ay yung talent accredited employer resident visa. This visa, if you have worked for an accredited employer in New Zealand for a period exceeding 2 years, you meet the eligibility or criteria for this visa. To qualify for this, it is necessary to maintain ongoing employment with an accredited employer and earn at least the minimum salary that was applicable the time of your talent accredited employer work visa application. Ayun po. At ang visa na ito ay hindi ka allow na mag-include mo yung immediate family members mo, sa visa application mo, but also grant you the freedom to pursue studies in any field you prefer. Ayun po yung Talent Accredited Employer Resident Visa. At number 10 naman po natin ay New Zealand Holiday Working Visa. Ito ay na-topic na rin po natin ito sa ating mga videos. At pero i-explain ko pa rin, and this includes in this types of visa. This visa enables you young people all over the world, ayun po, to travel in New Zealand and work here or enjoying the beautiful scenery in New Zealand. Alam nyo naman guys, kaya yun yung purpose nitong holiday working visa na ito. At karamihan po dito ay yung mga English country. New Zealand has agreement within 5 countries. At ang Philippines ay siyempre napabilang dito. And to be qualified for this visa, you must be 18 to 30 or 35 years old in some countries. Pero sa Pilipinas ay 18 to 30 years old lang po para ma-qualified ka sa visang ito. At kailangan ay may medical insurance ka sa visang ito. And you have enough money to support your stay. Then you are eligible to apply for this visa. Yun po. At ito po ay pwede kang magtrabaho nga dito sa New Zealand while you're in this visa. At sa visang ito ay pwede ka rin mag-aral ng up to 3 months. At may mga bansa na may quota lang ang pwedeng mag-apply. At tulad ng ating bansa ay 100 lang po yung lucky applicants na pwedeng makapag-apply dito sa holiday working visa. At ang start ng application po dito ay every March 1 every year. Kaya abangan nyo lagi yung posting ng Immigration New Zealand pag interesado kayo sa visang ito guys, yung holiday working visa. At ang number 11 naman po ay yung Working Holiday Maker Extension. At ano nga ba itong Working Holiday Maker Extension? And this visa allows you, if your working holiday visa is about to expire, ayun po pala, para sa mga holiday working visa po pala ito, and you want to continue working in New Zealand, then you can apply for this visa. This visa allows you to stay an additional 3 months in the country, but only if you have worked in the horticulture or viticulture industry. Yun, napaka-in-demand po pala itong horticulture or viticulture dito sa New Zealand, na ngayon ko rin din po nalaman. Means itong horticulture and viticulture jobs dito sa New Zealand ay talagang napaka-in-demand pala. And to be eligible for this visa, you must currently be in New Zealand and meet the similar requirements that the holiday working visa has. Ayun po yung Working Holiday Maker Extension Visa. At number 12 naman po ay yung Skilled Migrant Category Resident Visa. This visa is a type of visa offered by New Zealand that allows skilled workers to obtain NSA permanent resident. Ito naman po ay yung mga skilled work visa na inaalaw po ng New Zealand para makapag-apply ng permanent residency. Kaya napakaganda po itong visa din ito para sa ating mga kababayan. This designed for individuals who passes the skills qualification and the work experience that are in demand in New Zealand. Ayun po, sa labor market ng New Zealand. And you must first submit your expression of interest. Yun po, to outline your experience and qualification. And also you must be 55 years old and receive an invitation to apply for residence visa sa EOI po ito. If the application is successfully, the Skilled Migrant Category Resident Visa allows the applicants and their family members to live and work and study in New Zealand permanently. Ayun po, napakaganda. Sana po nakatulong po sa ating mga kababayan yung bago po nating in-share na ito, yung 12 types of working visa or visas category dito sa New Zealand, na napakaganda naman po talaga opportunity ito para sa ating mga kababayan, para alam po nila kung ano yung types of visa na pwede nilang applyan papunta dito sa New Zealand, or yung mga nandito na sa New Zealand, or yung mga naka-student visa, or yung mga naka-visitors visa. Para sa po sa inyong lahat itong video na ito, at syempre sa ating mga manonood, sa ating mga followers, at pakishare po yung video na ito guys kung nagustuhan nyo, and papalo na rin po ng ating page at ng ating YouTube channel. Hanggang dito na lamang po ang inyong kapangarap, and God bless po. Bye-bye.